Welcome to Strip Cover Lit. I'm Dalton Gentry, and we are here for day 5 of Litmas. And our prompt for the day is the best Booktube video that I've seen this year. Now, granted, I scrolled through all of Strip Cover Lit's videos, and I said, what could be my favorite? What would be the best out of this? But I figured that would be inappropriate. There's about to be a cat in this video. Hello, cat. Hey, baby. Hello. You want to look at camera? Yes. But what we will be looking at here specifically is what we think is overall the best Booktube video of the year. And I think I have an interesting pick. And I think the pick will warrant some good discussion. Therefore, that's why I'm picking it. My video of the year comes from a large booktuber, which is someone we usually don't associate with in the channel. We don't have a lot of connections with a lot of large booktubers. This comes from Ariel Bissett, I believe it is pronounced. I've never actually heard her say her last name. And the video is called, Is Booktube Educational? And based on that alone, that's what really drew me into this particular topic here. And after watching the video, I believe this is why I'm going to select this as my video of the year. The reason for that is because what we do on Strip Cover Lit is a little bit different than typical booktube channels. We do a lot more heavy analysis of literature, a lot of classic works of literature, poetry, short stories, not just typical novels. And a lot of booktube is very much YA-centric, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you enjoy, by all means, enjoy it and have fun. But YouTube has never been seen as a good platform for heavy academia. Now, there's a lot you can learn from YouTube. There's a lot you can do just having the internet. There are all kinds of things. There's all sorts of things out there you can learn through the internet and through YouTube specifically. But for some reason, there always seems to be this stigma associated with booktube in regards to literary education. And I feel that's not fair. What Booktube has done is it's opened up a platform for people from all over the world. We have people we talk to from who knows where at this point. A lot of people out in Europe, some people in the United States, Canada, all over the world. And it has allowed us the opportunity to have discussions about literature. And granted, it's literature that we enjoy, therefore it's classic literature, poetry, short stories, things like that. But we still discuss Harry Potter every single week. And we go through and we look at Harry Potter from an analytic sort of view, and we kind of break it down and try to find what's best in the work. And when we do a literary review, any kind of literary review, we always have 3 good things and 3 bad things, and that's very important. Because even in literature that you don't enjoy, or even in literature that you don't believe is quality, you should be able to find something of worth, something of merit, something that makes that work good, or something you can learn from it. For example, I don't like Emily Dickinson. Absolutely not. I think her poetry is terrible. It's boring. I'm a little upset someone found it and decided to publish it. However, I can respect Emily Dickinson. I can say there is a lot that you can learn from Emily Dickinson, and I do believe if you want to be a reader of poetry or a writer of poetry, it is paramount that you study Emily Dickinson. And I think Booktube gives us that opportunity. Therefore, yes, Booktube is absolutely educational. Now, how do I want to word this? We don't do a lot of typical Booktube-style things here on Strip Cover Lit. We do book hauls on occasions, and we might throw up a TBR here and there. And that is standard practice. But you won't ever see us going through, our bookshelves, talking about, what books we have here, or really breaking down our favorite books by colors, things like that. Which is, again, fine, if that's what you're into, because this is supposed to be for your enjoyment. There's no standard for Booktube. If that's what you dig, that's what you dig. Go for it. But what we enjoy doing is breaking down literature, and learning from literature, and trying to analyze literature. Therefore, that's what we produce on Strip Cover Lit. And therefore, I think that question of, is Booktube educational, has to be answered with a yes, because we have met thousands of people who are into the same things that we are through Booktube. People who have started their own channels, people who have been creating content for years, who are contributing to this conversation that we're having about literature. Let's say one week we read The Great Gatsby. Throughout that week, we're receiving questions, we're receiving comments, we're receiving reactions to people who have read Great Gatsby for the first time. And let me tell you, first and foremost, to give someone the opportunity to read Gatsby for the first time, there's no greater feeling. That is it. If you have that opportunity, you've made it. And to get into discussions with people, and to question the text, and to question the interpretation of the text that you had, absolutely that's educational, because you're learning from that. You're developing as a reader, you're seeing things from other standpoints, and it is an educational experience. And that's why I think this video, which was published very early in this year, again, Ariel Bissett, I believe it is, I will publish the link down below, is the best video of the year, because it is addressing that question of, is Booktube educational? And although I've tried to make the argument for a long time that we could consider Booktube the new literary criticism, because it is a social media style criticism, where you can provide a review of a piece of literature, you can critique it, you can break it down, while still maintaining that social interaction of just YouTube in general. I think the idea of a new literary criticism is worth mentioning along those lines. And I feel like I'm just babbling on at this point, but this really digs to me here, because absolutely, Booktube has to be educational. And like I said, if you're doing Booktube for fun and you're not taking any kind of educational value from it, you're just entertaining yourself because you're a reader and you like hearing about people talk about literature and having a conversation with someone regarding books, that is great, man. That is fine. You're developing as a reader in that sense. And I think even along the lines of just book hauls and TBRs and tag videos, that's what makes Booktube engaging. That's what makes it entertaining, what makes it fun, different from any other style of literary research than we've ever had. And it makes it engaging to a new audience. And as we all know, the printed word, the book industry, it's not on its best. It's something that's taken a major hit, considerable hit, to be honest with you, as things are changing. Texts are becoming electronic. But the written word will always survive. Absolutely so. In some fashion, it will survive. And it is necessary that we adapt ourselves in order to make changes. We don't have the book clubs that our grandmothers may had, but we have Booktube now. And this is how we do things. And this is how we're going to learn about our text, and this is how we're going to further that conversation about great literature. So, in a nutshell, my video for the year is Booktube Educational Ariel Bissett. Easy as that. I will leave the link down below if you would like to join in on that conversation. And if you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. This is day 5 of Litmas. We are getting there. And make sure you get those Litmas videos up. It is awesome to see everybody's videos coming up throughout the week. Looking forward to seeing some more. And if you haven't had time yet, there's still time. Get on day 6 tomorrow. Halfway, man. We're getting there. So if you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a like because it is Litmas. And hit that notification button as well, because we would like to be in your newsfeed in 2019. And that is the goal for us. A lot of videos coming out in 2019. As always, thank you for watching Stripcover Lit. If you would like to help us create more content like this, there is a link, as always, to our Patreon to be found in the description below.